Hare Krishna, Padma Lochan coming in live from New Govardhan, the holy Dham within Australia, a very beautiful place. Please come and visit if you can get a chance. Today I wanted to touch on the 5 most potent forms of devotional service, which are Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtanan, Bhagavata Shravana, Mitira Vasan, Shraddhaya Sevana. So, within our devotional lives, the reason we do what we do is to always remember Krishna and never forget him. We live in a world which is very bewildering, very tempting. I was in Bhagavatam class this morning and a devotee, Ishvaku Prabhu, was talking about the spider web of the material world. And we see spider webs here at New Govardhan. They're very alluring to the other insects, the other creepers, and they get in there and they get stuck. And the spider goes after them, and that's like the material world. It's this big web, right? The WWW, the World Wide Web, the material energy. And it may look shiny, it may look very enticing, and we run after it trying to get some enjoyment, trying to get some pleasure, but before we know it, we're caught within the World Wide Web of this material energy. And before we know it, we start forgetting the ultimate purpose of this life, which is to re-establish, to reawaken our relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is Krishna. So these processes that we're talking about today are the 5 that Lord Chaitanya brought forth to really help us stay staunch in our process. Not get caught within the World Wide Web, the sticky web, which is the material energy. To engage in this process and to always, to put ourselves in a position to always remember Krishna and never forget him. So as I just said, Lord Chaitanya, he spoke of these 5 forms being the most potent forms as stated on this screen. Once again, Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana, Bhagavat Shravana Mathura Vasa, Shri Mitira Shraddhaya Sevana. Okay, so we're going to touch on Sadhu Sangha here. Sadhu Sangha, such an important part of spiritual life. If you want to achieve anything in life, if you want to be a devotee, if you want to be a big shot businessman, if you want to be a bodybuilder like Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever you want to achieve in life, you have to put yourself around others which are excelling in that field. Bob Proctor, a mentor of mine, once said that if you hang with dogs long enough, you'll catch fleas. This is an analogy for association, that we take those attributes, those qualities, rub off on us. So we've got to be very mindful. What is our association like? If we look at the 5 people we spend the most time with, that's where we're going to move forward in life. No matter what field you're in, we're talking about devotional service right now. Are they eager to practice devotional service? Are they eager to hear about Krishna, to chant about Krishna, to reside within the holy Dham? Are they longing for that? It's very important. All these qualities, attributes rub off on us. It's also said that the others around us are like the bundle of sticks. Sometimes we can get proud, we can get puffed up. Yes, I can do this alone. No. The others around us, they're holding us together. They're our strength, our resilience. We should understand that. And there is another great saying that if you put yourself near the fire, you'll catch a blaze. So always looking to put ourselves in the best possible position for our own Krishna consciousness. So this is a great verse. Krishna Bhakti Janma Mulahaya Sadhu Sangha Krishna Prema Janme Teno Punam Mukhya Anga. This is from the Madhya Lila 2288. The root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with advanced devotees. Even when one's dormant love for Krishna awakens, association with devotees is still essential. So always longing for this association. Srila Prabhupada, he stated that unless one is associated with devotees, one's devotional service does not mature to become distinct from material activities. So we have to put ourselves within this blazing fire of devotional service. Nama Kirtana, chanting the holy names of the Lord. This is the perfection of life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, Karu Nasti, Eva Nasti, Va Gate Anyata. This verse right here, it states that in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is to chant the holy names of the Lord. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. So powerful. The medicine for this age is the holy names of the Lord. The holy name of the Lord, Krishna, is the best medicine for our material disease. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he concludes, Nama bino kicho nahiko aro, kuda bhavana majhe. There is nothing but the holy name within all 14 worlds. If the holy name is Krishna, and Krishna is everything, then the holy name is everything. And therefore, there is nothing but the holy name within all 14 worlds. We get some great inspiration here from Nilakanta Goswami. He wrote this beautiful bhajan, Maduram Madhuryabhyo Pe. I'll just read a few of these out. So number one, more sweet than all the sweet things, more auspicious than all other auspicious things, the greatest purifier of all purifying things. The holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything. And we'll skip to 3. The person is a true proprietor, a true father, a true mother, and a true friend. Also, only if they teach one to always remember the holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything. So just give you some time, you can take a screenshot of this and you can look up this beautiful bhajan yourself. I don't have time today to go through it. Or let's do number 6. Aho, what a sorrow, what a great sorrow, more painful than any other misery in this world, mistaking it as a mere piece of glass. The people have forgotten this jewel. The holy name of Sri Hari is everything. An absolutely beautiful bhajan. Please look it up, meditate on it, and deepen your attachment to the holy name, the power of the holy name within this material world. Next one is Bhagavat Shravana, so hearing Bhagavatam. This is a very important aspect of one's practice in Krishna consciousness. So Lord Chaitanya here recommended the Bhagavatam as a spotless Purana. Srila Prabhupada went on to say that religion without philosophy becomes sentimental or even fanatical. We practice both Bhakti and Vedanta. Srila Prabhupada embodied the perfect combination of these two qualities. We can become a follower of Bhakti Vedanta, a real devotee and scholar, by reading this one book, the Srimad Bhagavatam, with the Bhakti Vedanta. So here we have a little graph. We are engaged in bhakti and we read Srila Prabhupada's books. So I've seen many in the past, they may be engaged in bhakti, they're ecstatic, they're following the process, but they don't have a good understanding of the philosophy. So when hardships come their way, when obstacles come their way, when a speed hump is before them, they stumble. But through reading Srila Prabhupada's books, we get the intelligence how to navigate this material world, how to overcome any obstacle which is before us. And by overcoming these obstacles, these hurdles, enduring these hardships, we become stronger upon our path, our own path when it comes to Krishna consciousness. whatever occupation we perform, whatever spiritual activities we do, if in the end it does not awaken within us a deep attraction to hear about, chant about, to serve, and to love God, then we have missed the point. We have wasted our time. Another meditation for us today are the activities we do throughout the day leading us towards God, reawaken our relationship with God. And reading is such an important aspect of this. Bhakti Swami once said, if you chant 16 minimum rounds a day and read 2 hours a day, Maya will not touch you. Mathura Vas, visiting the Holy Dham, residing in a Holy Dham. We're in a Holy Dham here at New Govardhan. Very fortunate. But to go to places like Sri Mayapur Dham, Jagannath Puri, Sri Vrindavan Dham, we can actually bring what we're reading, what we're living alive. We can go to Lord Chaitanya's pastime places. We can see articles that Lord Chaitanya wore, same as Vrindavan. We can go and see Govardhan Hill, where Krishna, his maidservants, the cowherd boys experienced and enjoyed so many pastimes, where Krishna walked, where Radharani took bath. All these aspects are within the Holy Dham. So when something brings what we're experiencing alive, so we may read something, we may be inspired, but when we actually go somewhere and it brings it even more alive, it gives us more faith within our Krishna consciousness. That's what I found for myself. We get great faith from traveling to the Holy Dham, especially when we have these great experiences, when we go with great devotees. So always hankering. When we're not at the Holy Dham, we're always meditating on the Holy Dham. When am I going to be there next? Just to lay my eyes upon Radhakund, Shamakund, Govardhan Hill. So many beautiful temples within Vrindavan. We can make our home Vrindavan. Going to Vrindavan is a matter of consciousness. That consciousness we can develop in any part of the world. Wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. Advaita Acharya told this to Lord Chaitanya. So there's a story what goes along with this. Srila Prabhupada, back in the day, he was traveling and people were bewildered by a feeling he brought with him. You could call it a feeling. And it wasn't until some of these devotees went to Vrindavan and they experienced that feeling. So Prabhupada was actually traveling, bringing Vrindavan wherever he went, this pure consciousness, which we can take anywhere with us in the world. And if we're not quite there yet, to always be meditating on Krishna, on Vrindavan, by going to these holy places, that can really increase our desire. It can really increase our thought process of meditating on these holy places, meditating on Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Sri Radha. So once again, it's all about putting ourselves in the best position within our own Krishna consciousness. So like I said, it brings everything alive. Here we have Prabhupada at the Radha Damodar Temple, one of my favorite places within all the 3 worlds. I go here and I just chant there all day. You can feel Prabhupada's presence. Prabhupada, he meditated on his movement so much from this position right here, what you see on the screen. The likes of Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, all have very strong pastimes here. This is where the Sankirtan movement came alive at the Radha Damodar Temple. Prabhupada called it the spiritual hub. So it's very potent, and if you haven't been there yet, please get there. And on the right here we have the beautiful Madan Mohan Temple here in Vrindavan. Once again, bringing so many pastimes alive, especially Sanatana Goswami and his beautiful Madan Mohan deities. So we move on to Sradhaya Sevana, so worshipping the deities. Rupa Goswami, he states, "My dear friend, if you still have any desire to enjoy the company of your friends within this material world, then don't look upon the form of Krishna, who is standing on the bank of Keshi Ghat. He is known as Govinda, and his eyes are very enchanting. He's playing upon his flute, and on his head there is a peacock feather, and his whole body is illuminated by the moonlight sky. So Krishna's form is very enchanting, it's very beautiful. It encapsulates one's heart, and we can experience this throughout our deity service. Someone once asked me, what have I got from serving the deities? And I always say my relationship has deepened when you're serving Krishna in a very personal matter, whether it's cooking, doing arti, trying to learn, trying to understand what Krishna wants, what he desires, and trying to fulfill Krishna's needs. Great satisfaction comes from that. So Krishna consciousness is a science of practical action, not an armchair philosophy. Deity worship is meant to fully engage our senses in serving a form of a supreme person we can see and touch. One can bathe, dress, feed, and decorate the deity, as well as entertain him by singing and dancing. The more absorbed in such service we are, the more tangible the relationship with Krishna becomes. So exactly what I was stating before, by engaging ourselves in such service as deity worship, we can become really engaged in pleasing Krishna, and that helps us become more absorbed in Krishna consciousness, helping us to always remember Krishna and never forget him. So here we have some beautiful deities from Vrindavan. So the Vrindavan deities of Madan Mohan, with Srimati Radharani on the left there, and we've got Govinda and Srimati Radharani, and Gopinath and Srimati Radharani. So they're the life and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. I'm going to be fortunate enough to go there very soon and lay my eyes upon them. Their physical forms, they're in Vrindavan, although it's just as beautiful to see them in their pictures right now. So just a little fact here at the end. So the Radha Madan Mohan are the presiding deities of the Sambandha, our eternal relationship with Krishna. We are his part and parcels. Then we've got the Radha Govinda Dev, the presiding deities for Abhidaya, how to act in a relationship, devotional service. Then we've got Sri Radha Gopinath, other presiding deities of Prayojana, so the ultimate goal, love of Godhead. So when we see these deities, we can get help in these certain areas in our life. So that's a quick overview of the 5 limbs of Bhakti Yoga. So always trying to engage ourselves, always working to engage ourselves to the best of our ability to get the association of devotees to chant Krishna's names. That is the process for this age. We can get much benefit from this. We should always be trying to increase our chanting, trying to deepen our chanting. Good chanting produces more good chanting. Bad chanting produces more bad chanting. Always being mindful of where we're at within our practices. It shouldn't just be this mechanical thing trying to get through the day. Reading, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, the spotless Purana, as stated by Lord Chaitanya himself, absorbed in the Bhaktivedanta purports, the essence of this Vaishnava philosophy, going deep, understanding, relishing the Srimad Bhagavatam. Then we've got the holy Dharma, so always hankering to go to the holy Dharma, to experience these beautiful pastime places where Lord Krishna or Lord Chaitanya, Sri Radha perform so many beautiful, loving, enchanting pastimes. And finally, deity worship, to really create a personal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, learning to cook. What foods does he like? What dress does he like? Warm water, cold water, singing bhajans, reading to Krishna, dancing before Krishna. So many ways, picking flowers for Krishna. making garlands for Krishna. There's so many ways we can build our personal relationship when we're dealing with the deity form of Krishna. So this is Krishna consciousness. We should never take it cheaply. Anyone who's came into contact with Bhakti Yoga, with Krishna consciousness and everything Srila Prabhupada has brought to the West should be forever grateful, and really feel that within the heart, and don't take it lightly. It's very easy to fall off the train in Bhakti Yoga. You can come in all guns blazing, so there's no point being a shooting star. We want to go for the long run. We want to get around the devotees as much as possible. We want to experience the depths of Krishna consciousness. We want to go deeper. We want to go deeper. We want to understand more. We want to study more. We want to taste the name more. This is how we should be thinking, how to deepen everything within my Krishna consciousness. And with that attitude, with that enthusiasm, that determination, Krishna reveals more. We get more of a taste. We get more of an experience within Krishna consciousness, and we can become a beacon for others who are new in their Krishna consciousness or have never heard of Krishna before, or maybe those who are struggling within their own Krishna consciousness. So as devotees, we should have the attitude that we want to make an impact in this world, and the greatest impact we can make is to follow these 5 most potent forms of Bhakti Yoga. Through following these, we put ourselves in the best possible position in our own devotional life, and in that way we can share with as many people as possible. So thank you for listening today. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, and as always, chant and be happy. Hari Bol.